Welcome back, Odooers. My name is Jose Ignacio. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to manage attendances, including how to configure a few crucial settings, how to create attendance records, how to approve attendance records, and how to view the report. Attendance management is crucial for a company to function. We need to know when our employees are working to ensure accurate paychecks and to confirm that employees are working according to their schedules and keep time off records up to date. So, follow along as I show you how I manage attendances using Odoo. So enough chit chat, let's get right into it. So here we are on the main attendances dashboard. Before we get into it, let's take a closer look at a few crucial configurations. So select configuration. All right, when this automatic checkout option that we have right here is ticked on, the attendances app automatically checks out employees who forgot to check out at the end of their shift. I can actually set how many hours must pass before the employee is checked out in the tolerance field below. I set this to 2 hours, so if an employee is supposed to check out at 5 p.m. but forgets, at 7 p.m. the attendances app will automatically check them out since that is 2 hours past their scheduled checkout time. Next, if you'll notice, is this absence management option over here. If I tick this checkbox, it means that absences will be visible on the report, which I'm going to show you later. Okay, so we're actually going to bypass this kiosk setting and head down over to the extra hours options. So here we can set, if we would like to, our tolerance time or grace period for signing in and out. The first field, tolerance time in favor of company, is where we set a grace period before overtime is counted. I've set this to 15 minutes, which means if someone's shift is at 9 to 5 and they check out at, 5:15, those extra 15 minutes will not be counted as overtime. This tolerance time in favor of employee field is where we set a grace period for employees who either clock in late or have to leave just a little bit early. I've also set this to 15 minutes, so if an employee who is scheduled to work at 9 to 5 clocks in at 9:15 and they sign out at 5, they won't be penalized for those missing 15 minutes. Now we also have this extra hours validation field, which is where we decide what happens to overtime. Typically, overtime is converted into time off hours, and this lets us decide if overtime is automatically approved and converted into time off, or if it needs to be approved by the manager. I want this as approved by the manager, so I've selected it. And last but not least is display extra hours field. Now we decide if we want extra hours displayed on the check-in kiosk. This way, when an employee checks in and out during the whole day, an extra time is displayed so that they know how much more they have worked. I'm going to keep this active since I like this feature a lot. Now, if you selected any of these options, don't forget to hit save in the very top left corner. All right, now let's head over to our dashboard by clicking on overview. Back here we go. So inside of here, we get an overview of all of our employees' attendance information in alphabetical order. The default view happens to actually be today, which we could tell by that. But I can change that if I wanted to by selecting any of these from the listed calendar options. Can even present a customized date range from and to if I selected from the bottom in this drop down. But let's get out of that right now. The hours of the day are represented across the top bar as well. And that kind of makes it a little bit easy because it starts from 0 and it ends at 23 for a full 24-hour day. So the current time is represented by the yellow vertical column color that we have over here. All attendance entries appear in white, as you could tell. And according to the employee's working schedule, and any entries that need approval appear on the dashboard in gray, along with the details of the entry. Each gray line that we have represents the total logged hours for the day. As you can tell right now, we have 10 over there, and as well as the specific check-in and check-out times, as you can see in the second part of the half. The colors on the far left indicate the specific issue with the entry. Red, as you can tell from what I've been hovering over right now, indicates the person logged more hours than they were scheduled for. In this case, April worked 10 hours instead of her expected 8-hour shift. Green numbers, like we see below, indicates the employee worked their whole shift or less than their scheduled shift. In Beth's case, she worked 3 hours out of her 8-hour shift. If I wanted to, I can actually manually enter an attendance record from this dashboard. For example, let's go down over here to, this sole one, Jenny Fletcher. Now, she worked today but forgot to key fob. So she didn't have a chance to check in and check out. But she told me her manager, and I kind of agree with her. So I'm going to enter a record for her today. So to do that, I'm going to select the new button up in the top left corner. And then we have our blank create attendance form. So my name right now populated in the employee field by default. So let's change that right now. Let's get you Jenny. There we go. We're getting started right there. So today's date populates in the check-in field by default. All I need to do is click into the check-in field and select the start time. Now we're going to assume that she started on time, Jenny. So we're going to select that 8 a.m. right there. Perfect. So she worked till 5 on the checkout time, but you notice that date happens to be tomorrow. So we're going to select today's date. And I said she worked till 5, but we're on military time. So we're going to convert it to 17. And there we go. Notice the work time field says 8 hours over here and it's been updated, even though we entered 9 hours of time. That's because she has a 1 hour lunch. So Odoo automatically accounted for that. All right, I'm just going to hit save and close. And boom, just like that. It's now logged in as a new gray entry. All right, now we need to manage these entries. So to do that, I'm going to select management up at the top. And we're ready to go. So here I can view all the entries that require approval, thanks to the default to approve filter at the top. I can approve or refuse individual entries right from this screen. Or I can select any or all of the records if I would like to by selecting over here with these little check boxes or up here at the top. And as you can tell, I could also approve in a batch if I would like to, or refuse or refuse. Sorry about that. Small doopsie with English today. All right, today I want to do these individually. I can see Beth Evans worked 3 hours out of her scheduled 8 hours, so she's at -5. That's because she had to go home sick and didn't have the time to put in a time off request. I'm going to handle that time off entry for her later. The worked extra hours field, as you can tell over here, is negative because she did not work her full shift. Since I spoke with her and I understand the situation, I'm going to select approve on hers. Great. Disappears from the list. And I want to see the details of April's entry. So how do we do that? I'm actually going to click on it to reveal all the details. I could see that she logged in at 8 today, and she logged out at 7 as well, which is 11 hours in total. But remember, Odoo knows she has a 1 hour scheduled lunch break, so that hour isn't factored into her overtime. That's why the work time says, as you can tell, 10 hours in the top right. If we want, I can partially approve extra hours in this situation because I took April out to a company lunch, and it went very long. So only one of these 2 extra hours is actual overtime. To partially approve the extra hours, I'm going to click into the field that says extra hours right now, and then I'm going to change it because, as I said, only one of them. And then once we're done, I'm going to hit enter. And there we go. Now we can see that she worked 2 extra hours, but the extra hours I'm going to approve is just 1. I click approve on the 1, and now that's the only one that is counted. All right, now that we've handled all of our approvals and fixed all of the attendance issues for the day, I think it's time for us to go over to reporting. Alrighty, now that we've handled all of our approvals and fixed all the attendance issues for the day, let's take a look at the reporting features. So to view the attendance report, I'm just going to select reporting in the top menu. And here we're presented with all the attendance records filtered by the last 3 months and grouped by the month and employee. The last 3 months filter actually shows you all attendance records for the previous 90 days. So since we are in the first half of the month, it's showing us 4 months of data. Every employee who worked during the month is assigned their own line. And it displays their total logged hours under the worked hours column right there. The next field is the expected hours, which is calculated by their working schedule. The difference field, well, that's the difference between the actual worked hours and expected hours. And then the balance field, well, that one is a little bit of a head scratcher, but Odoo makes it easy. The difference is just simple math. The difference between the log time and the expected time. But the balance takes into account the tolerance that we set as well. For example, if Mitchell logged an extra 10 minutes, it doesn't count as extra time because we have a 15-minute tolerance configured. So those 10 minutes appear in the difference column, but not in the calculated balance, since that is not time we owe him. Does that make sense? All these values are displayed for each employee, as well as the monthly total for all of these metrics. For a more compacted view, you can actually select the little minus next to total right there. And would you look at that? That collapses all the rows, and now we just view the totals of every category for each month. So from here, if I see anything that looks off, I can actually investigate and check out the associated attendance records and see what happened. In October, for example, our employees worked about 58 hours with a difference of 39 hours, a difference of 19 hours, but a balance of 5 hours and 32 seconds right there. Now, the balance, which is the unapproved logged overtime hours, was kind of interesting to see, though. As usual, we can break this down into other filters or groups. If I want to see my department, for instance, just go up here to the search bar and select my team. Once I do that, I only see my own little team, and it's just their attendance information for people I'm responsible for. And that's it for this tutorial. We learned how to configure some critical settings that affect attendance records, how to manually add attendance records, manage entries with issues, and view the report and how you modify it. Until next time, happy outdoing. Go grab a snack. I'm having candy from Halloween.